Welcome back, everybody. Be sure to do what that says on BMN's feed. So we have our fourth and final quarterfinal matchup. We have the 7-seed Makarov360 and the 2-seed gogobmn, who he can go toe-to-toe with anybody. He's a hell of a runner. So I'm going to give these guys a countdown and we'll get this race started. So
this Metal Gear rig is a prototype designed to be operated by an onboard pilot.
Be a man, get ready.
You'll never stop being funny. Like he's just parading around the tanker with that on his screen.
The importance of next generation technology such as
waiting for BMN to get out of this. So. There we go.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
Looks like they're both ready, so...
Yeah.
The hell was that last match? I'm not over
that
it.
last match was incredible, for sure.
So yeah, Makarov stood in again for like last minute. BMN is a god of this game, which is I think that's fair to say, right?
He's
like
becoming a god of this game for sure. He is. He's a really good tanker runner. He's a really good full game runner. Like he put a hell of a show on in the very easy PC tournament we did a while back. So for MGS2.
I'll tell you my favorite story about BMN. I once said, wouldn't it be funny if we had a randomizer for this game, like if the difficulty changed every room, and literally 10 minutes later he'd made one? Like, he's the reason like the randomizer exists, but he just did it on a whim. That's like the kind of guy he is. He's made a lot of like tools for this game that make speedrunning it a lot easier, because obviously it's a PC game. The ability to like instantly kill Snake to reset rooms, things like that. Like, he's just coming up with new stuff all the time. So not just a great player, but just a great community member that's just done so much good stuff.
Yeah, between the auto splitter work, the launcher work for MGS1, just being a good dude in the community. Yeah, B-Man is definitely an MVP of this community for sure.
We've got so much time for him, man. Makarov again, relatively new to MGS. He's obviously a Splinter Cell runner. He runs various other shooter games, but he's willing to give anything a go. So every credit to him. This is going to be a rough match for him.
Yes.
That's not very nice. You never know.
Yeah, but it's like put like the newest runners to the game against the best.
That's how seeding works.
Kind
That's seeding.
Yeah. But
So
still.
BMN storming ahead. He's going to get a right side Olga, which is what we want. In very easy, we always want a right side Olga to begin with, and it will play the cutscene. But that's okay, it actually works out faster than the loop. We do 2 body shots and then 2 headshots to end the fight. And he got right side run forward, so after the 3rd shot, Olga can run back or run forward. It's faster if she runs forward, but obviously it's all RNG, so you can't control it. Makarov's only managed to get 1 shot on Olga so far, so it's going to be a really rough fight. If you're seeing more than the first cutscene, you're going to be losing a lot of time on this fight.
Yep.
I think Makarov used off all his like headshots in Splinter Cell, and he did a run for us earlier of Splinter Cell, and he was just literally headshotting every guard like nothing. So I think he used them all up.
Yeah, sadly.
So he's going to get rid of all that Olga terrain, because she'll mess with it, otherwise she'll start like knocking the light towards you. And if you just get rid of it straight away...
There, like the...
He's finished it up.
More cutscenes, he does more stuff to just annoy you.
We got a generous donation through of $50 from Asnji. I really can't pronounce your name. Like, that's so hard. Like,
Yeah.
Asnji. If you tell me how to pronounce it, I'd really appreciate it. But he donated $50. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, Aston, I really appreciate that. Thank you for donating.
It is so insane. We are on like the third or fourth run and already cracked the goal so hard. It's really insane.
It's a wonderful community, and you know, I knew in my heart I knew it would go like this, and I'm just so happy. BMN really storming ahead at this point. He went for the safer option in the engine room. He went for the no swag strat, which is also what I go for as well. It's just a little bit safer, and I think BMN's a player who will value safety in certain places. I'm interested to see what he does in the holds as well. But BMN's a guy who can surprise you. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if he did right side hold one just on a whim.
Oh, and there he got the alert.
Yeah, you're okay to pick up an alert, and obviously he's being extremely careful to make sure he doesn't get kicked by the guard. The alert's not too bad, he probably lost a second there. But it's just worth it for the safety. Obviously getting kicked loses a lot more time than just waiting and patiently taking out the guard. Makarov's gone for the safe engine room as well, pretty standard. Just means you'll get this cutscene. The swag strat allows you to skip that cutscene. BMN's on the guard rush. He's opening with the SOCOM. He's missed the guard behind the box, but he's doing those third-person kills on the guard, so he will spawn these last 3 guards a little bit quicker. Headshots were good. But to me, this amount of difference is just feels really insurmountable in such a short race like a tanker. Just to reiterate, the earlier rounds, these rounds, the quarterfinals, are best of 1. The semis will be best of 3, and then the grand final will be best of 5 as well. So there's plenty more tankers to be raced yet. Makarov's doing a punch strat. You don't really see. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. You don't really see a punch buffer strat in tanker ALs because it's just a little bit slower. If you hug the right side, you can hit the guard before you get an alert.
Yeah, but in Euro you're doing like the punch buffer.
Yeah, you have to because it only takes like 1 trank to knock out a guard in very easy. We can actually shoot them before they do the alert. There are actually little ways that we can avoid that still in Euro, but that's more of like a really high level IL stuff, and you don't see it that often.
Yeah.
Makarov's also using the M9 for guard rush, which is a little bit slower because the guards take longer to hit the floor and disappear when they're tranked. But still got those 3 headshots at the end, which is the most important bit. Do you remember the days when we used to use the M9 for the guard rush slimes back in the day, back in old BE times?
Yep, for sure.
It was a different time.
And BMN with a 558. So
558,
really good.
wow.
Really good.
Wow.
Like, that's high level.
It'll be of no surprise to anyone to know that Platonic and BMN have the fastest tanker times of the tournament so far.
And
you don't want to. He had the SOCOM equipped as well, so it could have been scary.
I think he was looking just to go around safety, but yeah, 558 is it's 10 seconds off a world record, so that's pretty high level. World record is a 548 by Platonic guy. So yeah, anything in the 5s is really good, especially in a tournament setting like this.
Yeah, it feels so much different to play in this kind of setting because normally you're just banging out ILs. The second you make a mistake, Olga doesn't go the right way or whatever, you immediately just quit out and start again. In this setting, obviously you only have 1 chance, so to get those really good times like 558 is nuts in a tournament setting. Very impressive from BMN. But you know, that's why it's the 2nd seed. And, you know, credit to Makarov, he's relatively new to this game, and we've seen how good he is at other games. I'm sure he'll be getting his own 558 very soon.
Taking it really safe, lining up those rolls, and gets through it. So
I also want to mention again as well, he's 14. He's so good at games.
Yeah.
he's a kid. He's a kid,
14.
dude. He started running
great
this like
having
5
Makarov.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And
He's
we'll see
doing well.
Makarov doing more of his specialty tomorrow. He's going to be doing a run of Sniper Elite 4 in this marathon as well. So we'll see plenty more of him.
He's got
Really
two
glad
left,
he.
actually. He's got a little 5-minute run after that.
Oh
duty
yeah, just got
calls,
duty
so,
calls. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's the youngest runner, and I think he's done the most runs in the
I
marathon.
think he's gonna have the most content. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
funny.
Well done, Makarov. There, he's finished up. Congrats to BMN, obviously advancing on to the semis.
All right, and that is an 8:20. So GG's to both. So we will get you set for the semifinal matchups. The first match will be Platonic Eye and Apache Smash, and we'll get you going. So see you in a bit.